Restarting? Yep, it restarted again. And he's forgotten about all the previous restarts. So... damn it.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Yes.
What could it mean?
Yes, they're all
Stanley
gone.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Ah.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his
So,
co-workers.
is it fresh again? Quite possibly. So far, this game is just nuts. Beautiful, wonderful, I love it. Wish I would have played it before. But I didn't. Oh. A lot of fun so far.
Stanley clicked on literally every single door in the office because he doesn't pick up well on cues from his environment.
Clicky, clickety, click. Click, click, click. Yes, click on every door.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open
Let's
doors.
see.
He entered the door on his left.
Okay, I went in the door on the right before, so let's go on the left this time. Nothing. 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 So let's see if we can get a different
Yet
ending
there
this
was not
time.
a single person here either.
Yep, no one here.
Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Once again.
Stanley decided to
Do
go
I
out
believe
to
amazing
his
work
boss's
and all the time,
office,
every day, with no
hoping he
exception.
might find an
Blah.
answer there.
Ooh, the broom closet. Can we get the broom closet ending again?
No, no,
Oh, come on.
not again.
It was so much fun last
I'm not
time.
going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all.
Oh, come on.
I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please
Come on.
take your time.
Just a little more. It's so much fun. Oh, it is ever so much fun. Won't you please play along? Just a little bit? Just a little? Come on, narrator man. Won't you? Huh? Oh, I guess not. You party pooper.
Coming to a
Pooping all
staircase,
over the party.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No. We are going downstairs. And you can suck it. And what's this? You wouldn't let me have my fun in the closet anymore. So I am not following
But
you.
Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting
Yes.
he had left his post during work hours.
That
He
is a
might be
very
fired
real
for that.
consideration.
And in such a
I don't want to
competitive
get
economy,
fired.
why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His
Ooh,
boss would think
more
he was
cola.
crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe
What?
I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason
Is this
at
looping
all.
around?
None of it made any logical sense.
No, it doesn't
And as
make
Stanley
logical
pondered
sense.
this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
I've already
Why
made
did
that
doors
observation.
close automatically behind him wherever he went?
And why
And for
is
that
this
matter,
place
these
looping
rooms were
around?
starting to look pretty familiar. Were
Yes.
they simply repeating? No,
I
Stanley
think
said
they
to
are.
himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And
Of course
at
not.
last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue.
Really?
He just hadn't found the words for it.
Huh.
I'm dreaming!
I
He
am.
yelled. This is
Is this
all
a dream? Dream,
what
a little
relief Stanley
dream
felt
with me.
to have finally found an answer, an
Aha.
explanation. His
A dream.
co-workers weren't actually gone.
Brilliant.
He wasn't going to lose his job. He
Unless
wasn't
I'm sleeping
crazy
at my
after
desk.
all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid.
Okay.
So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Ooh.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and
Ooh.
it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled
Interesting.
that he'd still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered
Okay.
Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
Is
Now
it
the
my own
was
voice?
describing itself being considered by Stanley.
How
who
very
found it
odd.
particularly strange. I'm dreaming
Yes.
about a voice describing me, thinking
Describing
about how
itself.
it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought
How
it all
very meta.
odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? believing
Quite
that
possibly.
if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself. Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now,
How
hearing
very
the voice
self-aware.
speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did
Well,
the
it had
voice
to
not
be a
see him
dream.
float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely,
Quite
if he
possibly.
could just... He would prove it.
How?
He would prove that he was in control. That this was
How
a
exactly
dream.
can I do that?
So he closed his eyes gently, and he
Yes.
invited himself to wake up.
Wake up,
He
Stanley.
felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back,
Ooh.
the fresh air of a world outside this one.
Oh my.
Let me wake up, he thought to himself.
Awaken.
I'm through
Awaken.
with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons.
And let me be
Please.
free of this
It's all I
all-soothing voiced
I want
narrator.
my apartment, and my wife, and my job.
I have a wife?
All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal.
I am normal. Everything will be
Everything will be
fine.
fine.
Doo-doo-doo. Everything's fine.
Okay.
And then nothing. Oh crap. I'm not
Stanley
awake.
began screaming. Please, someone, wake
Oh,
me
no.
up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my
Oh.
voice? Who am I? Who am I?
Oh crap.
And everything went black.
Oh crap. Now that's a bit
This
depressing.
is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Mariella?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other.
Who's
She
Mariella?
rose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
Wow.
And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man.
So
He was
Stanley had
obviously
gone mad.
crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal.
Yes.
I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body.
And then
she
got
turned
along with her
back.
day. What the hell? So Stanley went crazy and was talking to himself and running through the streets. Ah, another ending. How very odd. I wonder how many endings there are. I want to keep going. Oh.